Gangs have united once again in Haiti, and they have united for a sole purpose again, to attack critical infrastructure and to attack the police officers, whether Haitian National Police or the MSS forces. Now, this time, just yesterday, gangs came together to attack a vital supply port in the Haitian capital. Now, the CPS, the Caribbean Port Services, released a statement that CPS will shut its barrier to all types of land-based traffic from September 26th to September 29th. And this, it said, is to allow the army and the national police to secure the area. So the gangs came together in what is similar to what happened just earlier in the year, where there was the fever and Sam. Remember when Barbecue said that there is a possibility that gangs can come together and create the Viva and Sam, where all gangs will have one agenda, and that is to get government facilities and to attack the government of the day by attacking the police. So this is akin to what happened in March, earlier in the year, when the gangs came together, attacked prisons, and captured critical infrastructure. You remember that the port was a point of interest also to the gangs. And at some point, these gangs had captured the port. And right now, the port was attacked again. These gangs were involved in shooting shipping vessels to prevent them from either docking or leaving the port. And that is why the Haitian National Police and the Haitian Army responded very fast to the port to pacify the area and to allow the movement of goods in and out of the country. Right now, the port is closed to the public so that pacification can take place by the Haitian police and the Haitian army. And something else is that these powerful gangs were armed with weapons that are largely trafficked from the United States. We know that most of these weapons are coming from the United States. There is a scheme of trade between the Haitian criminal gangs and some criminal gangs also in the United States that are smuggling guns and getting money out of it. A statement from the authorities also read that 2 Filipino crew members from a cargo vessel in the port were kidnapped. Now, there is an entire kidnapping ring in Haiti, and this is because the gangs extort money from kidnapping. They use the leverage of kidnapping to ask for ransom so that they can get money. For the record, 2023, Haiti saw 693 kidnappings only in the last quarter of the year. So this is a scheme where these gangs use to get money, and they get in millions of money. They kidnap these foreigners, they kidnap people who think they can give them a lot of money. Then they ask for ransom, and they're given ransom, and this ransom is the one that will be used now to buy more arms and sustain these gangs. And it is not only the foreigners that get kidnapped. Sometimes these Haitian gangs will kidnap everyone or anyone who they find on the way so that they can get ransom and get money for the gangs to sustain the gangs. So this is an entire criminal activity that is happening with gangs in Haiti, where they're attacking critical infrastructure, attacking police, and kidnapping people for ransom. Now, just the other day, when Barbecue was interviewed, he said that there is a possibility if the MSS forces are going to bring in more soldiers. As soon as Jamaica brought in 20 soldiers and 4 police officers, and Belize brought in 2 officers, Barbecue released a statement. He said that just as the forces are coming together, it is possible that gangs can also come together for one cause. And he said that is a possibility. We're seeing some instance where gangs are now coming together to claim the previous Viva Sam in how they will operate to attack these MSS forces or police officers in Haiti. This is a strategy that Barbecue said can work, and this is a strategy that he said they will use in response to the building up of forces against them. We know that there are many gangs in Haiti, over 100 gangs. But the problem is they are not united. These are soul gangs. These are soul cells of gangs that are scattered in different parts of Port-au-Prince and in different parts of the country. So they count that disunity as their weakness. And that is what Barbecue said, that it is possible that they can come together. But it is a very complex web to fit in together, because these gangs have different ambitions, they have different ways of operation, and it will be very, very difficult for them to set those aside and work together. But this does not mean that they cannot work together. They did work together earlier and forced the Prime Minister, Ariel Henry, out of office. That is the reason as to why they captured even the airport and made sure that no plane is landing. And Ariel Henry had to resign from office. And that gave way now to the new Presidential Transitional Council and the new Prime Minister, Gary Conille. Now, one may ask, why are they so much interested in the port? This port is the entry point of any good that is coming from outside the country into Haiti. And you understand that when they are smuggling these goods, they have to have an entry point. These ports are the ones that provide entry points to their critical smuggled goods from wherever they are getting them from. These ports also are very critical because they are very busy ports, and they can get a lot of money if they hold up goods at ransom, if they hold up nationals, foreign nationals. That is the point where they can get foreign nationals, because not many people are traveling to Haiti right now, because everyone knows Haiti is a hotspot right now. So not many tourists are going to Haiti. Not many people who are not of Haitian origin are going to Haiti. The only point where they can have an interaction with people from outside and people of high value, as they want to term them, it is through these ports. So these ports provide a point of access and a point of getting these goods, so that they can either hold them for ransom from people who are supposed to have these goods in Haiti, or control the port. Of course, that is going to be a very, very hard task, because the Haitian police and the MSS and the Haitian army are on their necks on the port. But it is what they will like at the end, to control the port. And if you control the port, you have a lot of money, because there is a lot of money when you're controlling the port, when you're controlling the movement of goods in and out of the country. So this is the strategic reason as to why they want the port. The port is an income generating activity for the country. They have been able to get a hold of hospitals, but they were soon liberated. They have been able to get access to the airport, but it was liberated yet again. But there are these critical infrastructure that they still hold, which are of high value to the government. We know that these gangs are very powerful, and currently they occupy 80% of the city, that is Port-au-Prince. That means they have quite a large chunk of infrastructure and resources that they occupy in the city, and this is what they are trying to do, to extend their reach to go even to the port, so that they can get more money to finance themselves, and perhaps to also use the resources to influence the public to support their cause in whatever they are doing. Because now we know that some of these gang leaders have political ambitions. We know that Jimmy Chirizi Barbecue right now has political ambitions and wants to appeal to the public. He wants to be on the good book to the public, so that when it comes to perhaps an election or something of sort, he can have an influence, and perhaps, as he would like to put it, he would like to be elected and follow the footsteps of his idols, the like of Che Guevara and etc. This is the reason as to why they are targeting the port, and that is the reason also as to why we are finding these gangs coming together. They know that they are weak when they operate in isolation. So they are trying to come together and put their resources together to fight one common enemy to them, which is the government of the day, and to capture critical infrastructure like the ports.